Welcome to another edition of From the Front Lines, where we discuss both the day-to-day and one-of-a-kind issues facing real estate managers. Today we talk to Jose Giraldo with Zeitview, a drone service provider that works with the commercial real estate industry. We'll discuss how drones are used in commercial real estate and where he sees drone technology headed. Welcome, Jose.
Thanks, Todd. Glad to be here.
First, how are drones being used in commercial real estate?
Yes, so drones have been around for some time, and really drones are being used in the full life cycle of commercial real estate. Everything from your initial site selection, trying to find a parcel of land, for example, where a project might be, all the way through the construction of that building, which could take 12 months, 24 plus. We are on some sites daily, weekly, or monthly in construction monitoring, all the way through the sale or lease of that already built building. So marketing that building, and then really focusing on the operations and maintenance side of keeping that property in good condition. So drones are really used throughout the full life cycle of a property.
And what advantages do drones offer over conventional methods?
Absolutely. So within that life cycle, you've got several different stages. And one of those is the obvious one that I think really drones took off, years ago, was on that marketing piece. Traditionally, you would have marketing images from the ground, or you could get a helicopter or even a plane to take different vantage points from the air. But the drone, at a much lower cost than a helicopter, for example, really gives you that aerial view of that building, right? Whether it's a huge warehouse or a 10-story building, you're going to get some great marketing imagery from that drone. So that's definitely one advantage. It's the cost and just ability to do that a lot faster with the drone. Another one in kind of the maintenance side of that life cycle is that the drone gives you the ability to fly over a large, for example, commercial building to take high resolution imagery instead of climbing up on that roof and having to walk that whole thing. We do a lot of roof inspections of buildings that are over 1 million square feet. Walking that would take a bit of time, and there's also safety concerns with that. So the drone enables you to go ahead and take the imagery needed while you're safely on the ground. There's a couple other things also that are maybe advantages of the drone, and those are different sensor types. So a lot of buildings have thermal inspections to see if there are either on the facade, maybe for energy loss, or on the roof, if there's moisture under the membrane. So the drone enables you to have different sensors on them that you can still get these deliverables that more conventional methods have been on the ground with handheld systems.
And what does working with a drone service provider like Zeitview look like? Can you walk us through the typical process?
Absolutely. So we like to be a one-stop shop. We are at Zeitview, a global company with over 80,000 qualified drone pilots within our network. And we like to streamline the process for our customers. So we work with enterprises across different asset types, and we can take care of their ordering process, their capture process, whether they want to capture themselves or we will capture with our 80,000 plus pilots. And then take that one step further. We like to analyze that imagery to provide them a condition analysis of their building, right? So you can understand the condition of that property. So once you contact us, we can walk you through what those offerings are, what that platform looks like, and make sure it's something that benefits you, that you're looking for, that you see value in. And then we can get you set up. And there's different ways that we work. We've got our platform that you can order from. For example, you can send us a CSV of hundreds of properties. As a property manager, you might oversee hundreds of properties, a very large portfolio. Or we are built as an API as well. And that enables our customers to integrate with the Zeitview API and just streamline the ordering process.
You talked about the process of working with a drone service provider like Zeitview. What is the typical outcome or work product for a drone project like an inspection? Does the customer get a report, data? What does that look like?
So for a building inspection, we've got several different deliverables, but on the maintenance side of things, really our customers are trying to understand the condition of that building. As a property manager, as I mentioned, you might oversee hundreds of buildings that you need to see on a yearly basis or on a quarterly basis. What we want to enable our customers to do is to get a firsthand view, first line of defense on the entire portfolio. So then instead of going out to all 100 of them, you might only need to focus on the 50 that are in critical condition because they've got different anomalies that we've called out. So one of the most popular deliverables that our customers are getting today is our roof condition reports and facade reports. We look for over 80 different types of anomalies. Things like water ponding, rust, overhanging vegetation, deteriorated roof membranes, and many more. So we've got an AI-enabled system that will take a look at all of the high resolution imagery that the drone has taken. That all gets uploaded into our platform, and imagery with one of these or all of these 80 different types of anomalies will be called out into this interactive platform that is overlaid on a 2D orthomosaic map. So a lot of customers have used Google Maps, for example, where the data is a little bit older and you can't really get that high resolution imagery to be very similar to standing on that roof. And that's what these drones and coupled with our software will really get you. So it's that interactive platform. And then all of that is going to be exportable into a PDF report. So that's one of the most popular reports or deliverables that we work with our customers on. Another one is our thermal roof reports as well. So I mentioned that drones they have several different sensor types that you can attach to them. Now, thermal imagery and thermal inspections are really important because they focus on proactively finding moisture under the roof membrane. The roof is probably one of the most important and expensive parts of a commercial building. So to understand where there is moisture under the membrane of that roof and be able to act on that before it spreads or before you might have to replace the entire roof is extremely valuable for our customers. So it's really that condition report, thermal report, and facade reports that our customers are getting.
So you talked about thermal. What other technologies are being used in combination with drone technology for commercial real estate purposes?
So the drones themselves are becoming, smarter. Their sensors are becoming more robust and better. There are different lenses and sensor types that are attaching to these drones nowadays. And thermal, as I just mentioned, is one, which is great. It opens up a new market for drone technology, where traditionally somebody had a handheld thermal camera, would go around the facade of a building, or they would be walking that roof. Today, this sensor can attach to a drone and you can quickly inspect that entire roof. There's other sensor types like LiDAR sensors. There's also very conventional methods to do LiDAR scans. Now these systems can attach to the drone and you can get extremely accurate data with LiDAR sensors. There are other sensors that are focused more on methane gas. So if you're inspecting a asset, the sensor will actually allow you to see methane gas that might be around that asset. So the sensors are becoming more robust for drones.
Terrific. That's interesting stuff. And where do you see drone technology headed?
So I think the drone systems will continue to evolve and become more affordable. Not only the drone itself, but as I mentioned again, the different types of sensors, thermal, LiDAR, methane gas sensors. As these sensors continue to become more affordable, I think we're going to continue to see more of an adoption in commercial real estate and every industry. Before, years ago, drones were much more expensive. The sensors were much more expensive, and that kind of hindered the growth and the adoption of how the industry was seeing this technology. But as they became more affordable, it was an easier way in where it was ROI positive or a lower cost, just a different workload method of getting to that answer. So I think the sensors and the drones will continue to evolve and become more affordable, and there'll continue to be innovation, in not only the sensor types, but flight automation. There's a lot of companies that are starting to focus on or have been focusing for the last few years on things like drone in a box, where the drone system can just fly by itself pretty much. Today, you still need a Part 107 pilot to be there and hit a button. But you can see where this is going, where maybe every Monday at 2 p.m., the drone takes off from the box and does an inspection, and all of that is being funneled to a platform that is easily accessible to the customer, to the person that's really interested in that data. So I think there'll be a lot of innovation in the flight automation space and in beyond line of sight regulations that are also going to allow drones to just be able to map larger areas without some of those FAA regulations.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive on drone technology, Jose.
Absolutely. Appreciate the opportunity.
Visit IRM.org for more knowledge to take on real estate management's most dynamic challenges. That's www.irem.org.